Chris, welcome to this week's Cyber Talk with Bob and Chris. Really wanted to kick around some ideas this week. September, October is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and I figured we'd take a step back from a lot of stuff that's going on and talk about some of the basic things, and even things like USB drives and how safe are they, and some practices that people really should be following to avoid getting breached. Because I was at an event, and they started passing these things out, passing USB drives out that were infected. It wasn't malicious, but during the presentation, the presenter went to a website and could identify people in the room that plugged the thing in.
It's kind of funny, but it's also kind of like, yeah, it's funny, but it's funny in one sense, but like they loaded something to know that they plugged it in, so it's not exactly giving a vote of confidence to people in the crowd, because they probably had no idea that what they were getting into.
Exactly. We'll leave the thing. You walk around the floor at events now, and people are giving away USB drives.
You should burn that USB drive.
Yeah, well,
there's a side story to this. We'll leave that alone right now.
But these are.
I used to see them more. I still see them, but I used to see them a lot more. It's like people, I don't know if it's just the shift to cloud storage and people have kind of got away from USB drives. Like some people still want to use them all the time, but for a lot of people, it seem to kind of move away from it. Although, like, I don't understand why when we go to trade shows, why are they giving out USB drives? Why don't they just give us a QR code where we can download all the stuff that they have anyway?
Well, because if they give you something physical, it satisfies their giveaways, and you got something to take home and think about. And we are talking about them today, so it did make them top of mind. And it's better than some of the other promotional crap that wound up in the garbage already from the show. So it does have some longevity, I guess.
Maybe.
But I think USB drives plug in, because the other attack vector that the bad guys are using is if we drop a USB drive in the parking lot of the business, somebody will pick it up. And
especially if you brand it, if it's a big enough business and you brand it,
we could definitely brand it. Go online or download the company logo, put it on it, drop it in the parking lot, and now it goes right in past the firewall. So,
maybe that's how we should get business. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But it's true though. I mean, it's probably less used now, but like the more like I saw something from an FBI warning where they were sending out like gift cards and stuff like that, but I've seen where they're sending thumb drives to people in the mail.
Okay.
Trying to see if they'll plug them in. And same thing that we're talking about here. They just want to get on the machine, take it over. Maybe they cause a pop-up and they get somebody to physically call them, and then they can financially, convince them that, hey, give me money and we'll clean this up for you.
Oh, actually, Chris, that brings up a really good point about, from the hacking perspective, not all thumb drives are thumb drives either.
It's true. Keystroke loggers.
The guys, your IT guys might have put controls in place to prevent people from using USB drives, but USB drives could actually be camouflaged as a keyboard. So somebody plugs it into your computer, and it just opens up a window and starts downloading stuff, and you don't even know it.
Well, that, and usually the restrictions, like you said, when you put restrictions on, you're blocking mass storage devices, which you're not blocking keyboards, because you don't want you nuke somebody's ability to use their computer. So yeah, if you can have it reported to Windows as something different, like a keyboard, like you said, or a mouse or something like that, keyboard's interesting just from the, like, if they're trying to actually, like, I don't know, keystroke logger, like actually capture all your keystrokes.
Yeah, no, like I said, I just wanted to share with everybody this week that just to remind them about, there was Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We're going to be doing something special
Yeah.
around some notifications and some training for that. But people need to think about what they're getting in. And even when you're cleaning your old desk, you go in the office, you clean the desk, you might find 50 of these things around. And do you really want to plug them into your computer? And as far as plugging things in, also the other thing to look at is we started on USB drives, but all the cell phones are using USB charging cables now and other stuff. So be careful where you plug that phone in, because there's been a whole lot of cases of what they're calling juice jacking, where you plug in the cell phone through that USB port, and you're getting infected that way.
Yeah, like if you use an iPhone, you plug it into a port that's considered a power port, and it suddenly on your iPhone asks you if you want to allow access to this. Please don't choose yes. Like, block that. No,
But I want to charge my phone.
yeah, it'll still charge. No actual power bank or anything will ask you for access to your phone. Like, just don't 100% don't do that. I'm not sure on Android. I haven't really used Android, but I know an iPhone, if you plug it into a computer or anything data wise, okay. Yeah, it warns you, it says, do you want to allow access to this? No, the answer is always no, unless it's a trusted device by you. So just keep that in mind. And that goes back to your juice jacking thing. At least that will stop the ability to do that. Unless there's some other vulnerability, but that's another story. But yeah, be careful where you plug your phone in. Be careful what you plug in your computer.
So Chris, if somebody has comes across a whole bunch of drives,
yeah,
how do you check them? What do you do with them? Should we use them? Should we throw them out? Should we just go buy reputable ones?
I mean, you should probably talk to whoever's handling your IT, or talk to somebody where we can go through and kind of scan them. It really depends. I mean, for us, so I'll give you examples. So if somebody brings us we have a computer we have to bring back to our company, right? We have to work on it. It goes on a separate network that has no access to our network. Initially we block internet access just in case, right? And we do full scans on it before we even get to that point. You're not going to probably do that for USB drive. However, if you're really scared about what you have, talk to your provider, talk to somebody that we can actually do that, isolate it, so that just in case something does happen, or if it is something bad, that it's not going to go ahead and affect your network or your computers.
And my final comment on the USB drives is with Windows 10 Pro and better now, you get BitLocker on the go, so you can actually make these encrypted. So it actually keys it back into your computer. So even if you take it someplace else, if you don't know the password, the data is still safe. Yeah,
that's a good point. What it does when it encrypts it does prompt you for a password. So as long as you plug it into something else that's like Windows 10 or 11, you can still access it on other computers. You just need to know what the password is. So you want to set that to a good secure password as well.
Exactly.
Something that you're going to know, and something that somebody wouldn't just pick it up and know.
So that's all I got for this week, Chris. I just want to also remind people to post comments below, and for anything they would like to hear about in the future. Like I said, Cybersecurity Awareness Month is coming, and we are going to do some daily tips, and just stay tuned for that, and we'll get it going.
Yeah, I think the only thing I want to say to this is, what challenges are you having in your business that are related to cyber anything, right? So cybersecurity, anything like that. We'll talk about whatever is relevant inside of a business. So just let us know, something that's a challenge for you. It could be phishing emails. It could be anything. It could be just trying to pick the right technology for your business. Just drop us a line, DM us, let us know, and we'll talk about it.
Cool. Well, have a good week, everyone, and we will catch you next week. Stay safe.
See you later.